Yo,
I'm glad you got that.
good afternoon,
I'm
ladies
glad you
and
said that
gentlemen,
before he started.
gentlemen and ladies. Good afternoon. I'm Styrofoam Rob. This is Cups and the Gang, live from the motherfucking Hotbox, Maine. This is the Friday lunch
Yeah.
Oh man,
box. You know I got the gang with me. My dog L, Residente, San Jose, currently in transit right now. You know I got my
Yeah.
dog one half of Sports Reports as ordered 2-5. Mike Will representing live in the motherfucking building. You know I got my dog Ringo, Mandingo, Radical Jack,
I'm driving
Cactus
too.
Jack
Y'all just can't
in
tell.
the motherfucking building. What's going on, fellas? And before we
What's
get
that?
too deep into this pod, I just want to say there have been a lot of questions. All right, I've been fielding a lot of questions about a particular wide receiver that was videographed with a particular substance. And I would just appreciate it if
Mm.
everybody was to leave me alone about it. I would really appreciate it, okay?
Mm.
I don't think
Mm.
it's a big deal. I feel like whatever you do in the off season is what you do in the off season. Just keep it off camera, and that's all I gotta say. Just keep, just hey man, button it up. Just button
Hey,
it
look,
up. That's
we
all I
need to
gotta
bring
say.
back
Mm.
the early 2000s and beyond because all this camera stuff. Like, I don't know what everybody's infatuation is with recording everything you do. It's
They
just weird.
they want attention. You know what I'm saying? But I'll leave it alone once I get a positive drug test.
Mm.
I think you should leave it alone now. I don't think it's.
Mm.
I don't think anything's gonna come of it. Like I said, I posted the article from because I know y'all remember right before Odell went to Cleveland. I think it was like one of his final straws in New York when he was in Paris and he was on video. He was smoking weed and the girl had a white substance on the credit card. Nothing came of that shit though. You know what I'm saying? Nothing happened with that.
I think
So
nothing
it's
Well,
happened
like,
with it because
that's because it
Odell.
was probably sperm.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm about to
dead.
say Odell's protected. He's in the LGBTQRS community.
Now,
I caught that one late too,
no,
Bob. I caught that one too
no,
late too, Bob. That was good.
just, just positive drug testing. The story goes away.
Bruh,
You
speaking
mean
of
a
being
negative drug
protected though,
test?
I mean, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
speaking of being protected, the Knicks are officially protected from a sweep. And now game 6 is finally alive.
The
What
Knicks were
what
Real
never
what
quick.
sweet.
Oh, wait, real quick. Just to go back to that point about the negative test. So, having been a paralegal in the army, and having to like lord over drug tests and stuff like that, if the powdery substance is cocaine, cocaine stays in your system for a drug test in 7 days. So if he can wait out
Oh,
7 days, he'll get off
All right.
if it's
as
just keep it
cocaine.
just keep it just keep it under wraps,
as a
G.
person who knows substance abusers, if you do it right, get out your system in 2 days.
I've, I've never done coke
Mm.
before, but I might be tempted to take a bump off of Cardi's ass.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie
Okay,
to
just
you.
for the record,
You liable to do anything, dog.
I think all of us, I think none of us have done. I just want to make sure. Just
No, no,
want to
never,
throw that out
never,
there.
never,
The folk free pod.
never.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm an old school black guy. That's still a white boy drug to me.
I feel you.
Mm, that's right.
But yeah, so like I was saying though, and also I do want to say, is this the way that we're starting out the season, Diggs? I do want to talk about it. Is this how we're starting off the season? It's
Yeah,
OTAs.
what team is he on?
Hey yo, what about those Knicks? Nah, back to Stephon Diggs.
What team is Stephon Diggs on?
He plays for the
You know what team he
Patriots.
on?
Oh, I promise I didn't know. I wouldn't even be funny. I did not know.
I just want to know, like, you know what? No, back to the Knicks. Fuck
To
it.
me,
Back to the Knicks.
no, I'm be honest with you, Cubs. To me, I think Stephon Diggs is on that last 2 year run before he's a civilian.
This is what we're up against. This is what second year Drake May is up against. Our supposed veteran, the oldest guy in the room, the veteran on the team, supposed best player on offense, is playing with his nose on a boat somewhere
with Cardi.
with Cardi B and other women.
Cardi B getting loaded up for SummerSlam, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How many did you say? 25. You said 1,200. The nigga getting like 600, bro. He might get 667 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Well, I don't think that's up to him. I think that's up to Pop and and Jalen. That's up to them.
Oh, come, give me a break. Give me a break, dude. Where's
Where,
my
where,
lighter?
where Javon Baker at?
Bro, where is Javon? Bro, he's somewhere making people in wheelchairs stand up.
I ain't even heard that. I ain't even heard his name in the last, like, I don't know, 6, 7 months.
Bro, it's nothing. Bro, even if you watch at Patriots Insiders, nobody's talking about gang. Nobody's talking
Where
about it,
Hunter
bro.
Henry at?
Who?
You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Where Hunter Henry at?
Yo.
Hunter Henry is gonna be a dog though. Hunter Henry is always gonna be tough for us, bro. Hunter Henry is gonna be tough. He's gonna be solid. You know what I'm saying? I wish we would have kept Jonnu Smith, but it is what it is. He's on the trade block though, but I wouldn't trade anything for him.
Hey,
But
word on the street is Jonnu Smith might be catching passes from Aaron Rodgers this year.
Is Aaron Rodgers throwing passes this year? I didn't know that.
I
might
don't
be in
know.
the black and gold.
I don't know. He said he'll take a 1-day contract to retire with the Packers, but I don't know if
Yeah.
he meant like right now or after the fact.
They go to OTAs with a brand new team, so
I
I'm
just
not
don't know,
like
man.
I'm not
Hey,
on the F. Aaron Rodgers train, but this nigga is starting
Hey,
to piss me off.
I seen Cups Wolverine yesterday come out and say that they got their elite quarterback already. You know what I'm saying? Roman Wilson said it starts and ends with Mason Rudolph.
Who? The nigga that got hit in the
Wow.
head with a helmet?
Yeah.
Oh man, stop it.
Look,
He
they,
said
they, they
that
got
man is
Will
elite.
Howard on the roster. They got Mason Rudolph. I forgot who the third guy was.
They got
But
Skylar Thompson.
Skylar Thompson. They're not waiting on Aaron Rodgers. They can keep that story alive, but I don't
Well,
I don't
they
see how
saying
they get
that
this.
they saying he holding out for Minnesota.
It's already OTAs. It's like how
Hey,
much time do you want to be away from
who's
the
not
team?
at OTAs? You know who's not at OTAs? James Cook.
I heard that situation is gonna be okay. I heard it's gonna be rectified. Either rectified
You
or he's
know
just gonna play.
you know who else ain't there? Joey Bosa
Because he's hurt.
again, as usual.
I forgot he was even playing for Buffalo. He might as well just hang it up. So wait, hold on. Oh damn, is Residente still here? Do we still got your res?
No, the Mountains got him.
I think I'm gonna ask you this, and then we can let Residente hop in when he get back on. Do you feel like Nick Bosa has fell off? Jack,
No.
can you look up his
To get
numbers
traded,
for us
yes.
real quick?
All right, 1 second.
I think he's still impactful beyond the stats. Like his presence still has to be
Oh
accounted
yeah,
for.
yeah. A veteran presence, yeah, of course.
Doesn't he
Nick
have a
Bosa.
defensive player of the year?
He does. You know what I'm
He's a
saying?
racist.
He joined Radical Jack with the MAGA hat too.
How about to say the first thing that popped up when I typed his name was Nick Bosa racist?
I mean, bro, this shit is real, bro. This shit's real.
I don't like that.
Do you get Triple H racist on your returns?
Damn. I didn't know we was calling Triple H a racist.
I'm not calling him a racist, but the IWC is.
They say why?
They said that he don't be pushing no black people, man.
Oh yeah, them niggas are on that bull drive. Last season he had 9 sacks, 15 forced fumbles.
You said 15?
Yeah.
15 forced fumbles?
My bad, not forced fumbles. What is
I was
TFL? Is
about
that
to
total?
say, dog.
Tackles for loss.
There we go. Hey,
I
forced
was
fumbles
like,
would be an
hey,
F.
yo.
I'm about to say, Cups, that man had a Hall of Fame season last year.
I was about to say, I was like, bro, put that nigga in the hall, nigga. What?
He had one forced fumble, one pick.
Hey,
He had an
did you
interception
have?
last year?
33 tackles in 14 games. That doesn't sound good to me. I ain't gonna lie.
I had fun with
9
Lethal's put
sacks in
Frank Gore in
14
the Hall of
games isn't bad, though.
9
Especially
sacks.
for the season they had.
I had fun with the Lethal bag, put Frank Gore in the Hall of Fame.
Lethal is pissing me off.
Like he ain't even eligible until next year.
I get
Was
the whole
Frank Gore overrated?
Yes, and
No.
not in the way that we like to say it, like in a bad way. But the nigga played for 40 years.
I don't think anybody rates him. If anything, I would say that he's just irrelevant.
That works. That works too.
Oh, there he is right there.
Talked him right up.
That's
Talked him right up.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Since the lethal bag is here, we have to know. And since the resident 49er fan is here, we have to know. Is Frank Gore overrated?
Fuck no. He underrated, bro. Y'all already know how I
No,
feel.
he's not. He played for 40 years. He's not over.
He's irrelevant. He's irrelevant. He's on the island of irrelevancy.
What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all people nowadays, bro?
What did we just
Why
watch?
y'all disrespecting the running back?
What year?
Frank Gore is
What year or season? What year or season did you ever consider Frank Gore either a top 5 or one of the best running backs in the league?
They Super Bowl year.
Lies.
Oh, no.
What year is that?
2019.
Hell no. He talking about the cat season.
Let me tell you something. If you think Frank Gore was elite in 2019, I got some cocaine for you to sort off my ass.
Hey, I don't want to be I don't want to be the podcast etiquette guy, but y'all motherfuckers got to press the mute button when you choking.
Don't police my man's cough. You know what I'm saying? Don't police my
That's
man's.
some good shit.
But no, for real.
Stand down, my boy. Just that good shit.
Frank Gore might have been a beacon of consistency. Jack, you already know. Since you're the only one with the computer right now, we need you to pull up those numbers. Can you tell us how many consecutive seasons Frank Gore has ran for 1,000 yards?
It might be like 2.
This will be fun.
It might. I'm gonna guess 2.
That's tough.
He probably got more 600. He probably got more 600 and below than he got thousands.
Bro, he got an even 16,000 yards for his career.
But since you can pull up all those numbers right there, I also want you to tell me how many times he rushed for more than 1,350 yards.
I'll put that one at 0.
Hold on. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Maybe one.
I'm getting my ass whipped on 2K right now, so my bad. But I got the stats. 2005, he ran off with 600 yards, going crazy, big dog. Then 2006, he came out with 1695. Oh, actually, no. To be honest, from 2006 to 2009, he had 1,000 yards each season.
So 3 seasons?
4. And then
4 seasons.
Yeah, 4 seasons. And then 2011, 2012, 2013, 14. He had 1,000 yards.
Okay, so two 4-year stretches. Okay.
And then 2016, he had 1,000.
He came to Naptown.
I was about to say he left San Francisco, and that's when once Frank Gore wasn't a 49er anymore, I didn't care about him.
I wonder why.
Yeah,
that's disrespectful.
Because he didn't matter anymore. He went to a shitty team. Like nobody cares about Indianapolis. I don't care. Like nobody cares about that.
Because you're an Eagles fan.
No, it's not. You're not even in my division. I don't care about you.
Yeah.
There's no Peyton Manning. There's no Peyton Manning.
It
So
doesn't matter,
Caitlin,
bro. Frank Gore was our first 1,000-yard rusher since Joseph had died.
Caitlin Clark, the best thing going in Indy.
Yeah, big facts.
but hold on,
Stop it.
Good job.
Stop
Jack.
it.
So you said he had 2 4-year stretches of 1,000 yards. How many times? And you said his second year he ran for 1695. How many times outside of his second year did he rush for more than 1,350 yards? Do we still got Jack?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Ask again.
my bad. I was saying so you say you had 2 stretches of 1,000, 2 4-year stretches of 1,000 yards.
Yep.
And his second year he ran for 1695.
Yep.
How many times outside of that second year did he rush for more than 1,350 yards?
Oh shit, Cups. I ain't gonna lie to you. 1695.
That was the only time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those thousands were like 1,030 and 1,070.
Yeah. It was. You got 1,100. You got So you got 1,100, 1036, 1120, 1211, 1214, 1128, 1106, 1025.
And those were his only 1,000-yard seasons.
Yep.
You wouldn't take that from a journeyman right now. You wouldn't take that from a veteran running back.
No. So look, I would, but am I gonna sit up here and go completely lethal with it and be like, yo, Frank Gore is the most underrated nigga ever?
No, I said running back. I've specified in the running back category. He is one of the most underrated running backs.
He's gonna get in the Hall of Fame because of where he lists on the all-time rushing list. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Who decline was worse, AP or Frank Gore's?
I don't care about none of that.
It matters.
AP was a dog.
Whose peak? Okay. Whose peak was better? Why are you talking about declines? You don't get in the Hall of Fame because of your declines.
But you get in your hall. You can definitely get in the Hall of Fame with longevity.
See, this is what I don't understand.
Now we gotta stop the whole, I love this guy, so he deserves to be fantastic.
Frank deserves to
Frank
be
is
in
not
the
Hall of
Hall,
Fame. I don't care what.
No, see, that's the stuff that pisses me off. That's the stuff that pisses me off because a dude like Frank Gore, a run for like 800 yards, and Lethal will be like, "Look how great he is! Look at the longevity!" And then a dude will take a team to the finals, and he'll be like, "Fuck his record. He just played a long time."
Nah, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
But that's how you are with LeBron. What are you talking about?
The only thing why we got two El Residentes.
I hear you.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All I'm saying is we gotta stop. We gotta stop using overrated, underrated the wrong way. Frank Gore is where he's supposed to be. He's exactly where he's supposed to be.
Where is
If
that?
you remember him,
Where is that?
you
Where is
remember
that?
him.
Where
If
is
you
that?
don't,
Where is that?
Where is that with the Curtis Martins and the Marion Barbers and the Julius Joneses?
You
He's
think
with
Frank
them niggas.
Gore is on the same level as Curtis Martin?
No.
No, but he's in the same area. Like we don't talk about him.
I feel you though, because I did ask, was Curtis Martin the most slept on Hall of Famer? I have asked that.
Yeah, like we don't talk about him. We know that he's Curtis Martin.
How many Hall of Fame running backs can you name before you get to one that Frank Gore is comparable to?
That's tough.
I'm sorry. So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my device started doing weird stuff when y'all started a weird conversation about Frank Gore not being great.
No, Rez. We did not say that. We said he's not one of the greatest running backs.
That's what y'all.
That's not
exactly
what I'm saying. I'm saying
doing.
he's the most underrated running back of all time.
What I'll say is this, and so his skills will be tremendously underrated because people who want to make quote unquote longevity arguments. I hate when people make longevity arguments because it's like, oh, well, anybody who could just stay in the league this long will be able to do what he did. Not true. There's mad people that played running back for a really long time in the NFL that did not do what Frank Gore did.
Thank you.
hence him being a top 3 rusher of all time yards wise.
He is.
So like, there's mad people who played a lot of years in the NFL didn't get to number 3. In fact, there's nobody in the top 10 that we would say, oh, they're not that great.
I feel that.
But
But
Riz, since you
how
are
many
the resident
many
Niner fan, since you are the resident Niner fan,
That's me.
what year,
There's a little
what
bias there.
year or years would you have like even if you say a block like between this season and this season, I felt like Frank Gore was a top 5 running back in the NFL.
Frank Gore, the top 5 running back every year he was a starter in San Francisco. He's a top 5
Now
running back every one of those
that
years.
is a fact. I'll give him that. And San Fran, yes, that's why I said after he left San Fran.
When he left San
I don't care
Francisco, he
about
went
him.
to he played he went to with the Colts. I want to say the Colts already had an established run game. He was just there to like help boost it. But like he wasn't supposed to be the guy anywhere else he went.
Oh yeah,
So
so
you
never
saying
mind.
from
I figured out where it's coming from. I figured it out because he played for the Colts. That's why this conversation started.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's not
saying.
the
That's
simple.
what I'm
No,
saying.
that's how y'all
After
take
San
it.
Fran, I don't care about him.
That's
That's why I
how
said
y'all
nobody
take it.
cares
No.
about Indy.
In San
Like,
Fran, he was that guy, dog. He was top 5 every
yeah.
year. The thing is, the thing that people would do with Frank Gore is just that, well, somebody else had a better year that year. So every year you always have running backs, like you have an Adrian Peterson year, you have a Chris Johnson year, you have
LT,
LT, like you have like those guys had amazing years. But
John
Frank Gore was right
Alexander,
there
yeah, all
every
that
single
stuff. Yeah.
time. And he was on terrible teams most of the time he was there.
All I'm saying, brothers, is Frank Gore is underrated, bro, and niggas don't be trying to.
His skills are absolutely underrated.
All I heard was respect Nat Town.
so of
That's
the so
it.
so so of the
Respect the Frank.
2010s era, of the 2010s era, you would take Frank Gore over Matt Forte.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
would take
I
Frank
would.
Gore over Arian Foster.
Yes.
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 You would take Frank Gore over Mike Turner.
Yes. You're
Yes.
naming people who had like one
Yeah.
good year, dog.
Yeah, your name is flash in the pans.
Yeah.
Will
I
never
take
I'm
take
not
a
Frank
naming
one.
Gore.
Matt.
I
I
never will
I'm
take
take
naming
Frank Gore
Matt
a
over.
Forte.
one great year
Matt Forte was
over
a stalwart. What are we talking about?
I'll take him
that.
over CJ
All right,
2K
I mean,
too.
but no, I was saying no because even if we start naming the top guys, Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson, goddamn, who else was playing in the 2010s? Ray Rice, goddamn, who else was in the 2010s?
The only player that you mentioned, the only player that you mentioned that I would even put in the category of Frank Gore are LaDainian Thomas and Adrian Peterson. Everybody else is behind him.
Le'Veon Bell. Well, not yeah, that was a little later. No,
Nah,
yeah, that's
Everybody
a
else
little
is
later.
behind
Le'Veon's a
him.
loser. Yeah, he's a loser.
Everybody else your name, we behind him.
I
Everybody.
might take Chris Johnson.
Nah, dog. No, CJ2K is not him. He just had a great couple of years.
Couple years, dog.
He
That's
did
my
not have a
point.
good
Like
career.
Frank did it.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn, I'm
Marshawn's up
taking over
there.
Frank Gore.
Marshawn's
Yeah,
up there. Marshawn's up there.
He's also got a ring. Can't take that away from him.
Yeah, I don't really care about the ring.
I get
I
that
feel
because
you.
it's a
I guess
running
I
back
feel
and
you.
wide receiver. We don't have to give them
Yeah,
championships. They're
no.
going to be
Yeah,
great.
no.
All right, so hey, are the Knicks getting to Game 7 or what?
Of course they are. The NBA needs money.
The NBA wants them to,
The NBA needs money, big dog.
but if I'm Indiana, they don't leave. They don't leave our building.
Happy?
They got to close it out, man.
Yeah,
They got
if I'm
games left.
Indiana, they don't leave our building. If it gets back to New York for Game 7, New York, the Knicks are gonna win.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it's
gotta
gonna be the
close it
Crazy
out.
Hours.
They gotta close it. They gotta close it out so Cups can continue the Jalen Brunson is overrated crusade.
Nah, if they get eliminated, Cubs don't have to talk about it no more. He can just be like, look, that
Yeah,
nigga
bro.
suck.
Look, bro. Hey,
Don't understand
it's,
how.
Getting eliminated in the conference finals means that you're overrated.
it was a good season, bro.
Hey, look.
I don't
Have
understand
y'all
how.
seen what people have been saying about Anthony
I
Edwards?
don't understand how y'all brains work.
No, not y'all. That's the internet. Have you seen what they said about Anthony Edwards? He sucks
I don't.
now.
I don't listen to the internet.
He sucks now.
I don't
No,
understand how anybody
I
who's
will
an objective
say,
sports fan can watch this series and say Jalen Brunson's the issue. Or that
but
Jalen
see, but
Brunson, like, that's the craziness.
see, that's my thing though, because like as Cups will talk about, Jalen Brunson in this way. He was the one talking about OKC don't want to see Minnesota. Oh, I'm taking Ant over SGA 8 days a week and all this kind of stuff. And I ain't heard
Mm.
Anthony Edwards come out his mouth since that series started.
Mm.
Bro, because for one, Lethal was on top of that.
No,
Lethal was
Lethal said
on
when
top
Ant
of
is
that.
quiet, he quiet.
And
Lethal,
Lethal was on top of that.
no, Lethal pause. Lethal had already threw in the towel and was like, "Yo, if Anthony Edwards playing bad, I ain't got no words. You ain't
I
got
still
no
got Hallie.
excuse."
Look, hey, Lethal. When Anthony Edwards got sent home, what was nigga saying, bro?
I wasn't saying shit, bro. I was quiet as a mouse, bro. What I gotta say? You know what I'm saying?
What 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 what, what nigga gonna
All I can
say,
say
bro?
is we gonna work this summer. We gonna work hard ever this summer. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna come back with a vengeance. That's, you know what I'm saying.
Wait, who's
I was
we?
wait, I was waiting for
I
Lethal.
don't think anybody thinks that he doesn't work
I
hard.
was waiting for Lethal to at least be like, "Yo, he only 23. What you want?" I was at least expecting that.
That's what I.
No,
That's
because
what I want people to
niggas don't
understand.
be
He's
want to
only
hear
in
me.
fifth
Niggas
year.
don't want to hear me when I say that about AR. He's still the youngest
Oh my
quarterback in the league at
god,
23.
that
Because
At
nigga
you know
20,
sucks.
why?
nigga.
You
Hey,
know why?
No,
You know
hey.
no.
why? You know why?
So
Because Anthony
It's
Edwards has
actually good.
shown us at times that he could be a top 10 to top 5 player.
and
You know what I'm
has
saying?
my quarterback.
His
Anthony
average.
Richardson hasn't shown us that he's a top 32 quarterback.
That's to
Do you know?
y'all. That's to
No, no.
y'all.
Damn.
That's to
Lethal.
y'all.
Do you know why? Lethal. Do you know why we be on you with the Anthony Richardson thing, and I don't give you the pass on the age because I was the one during the draft that was saying this guy has only started 6 or 7 games.
Bro, I don't care
I was the
about
one
that.
that
It's
said
the fact
this
that
guy needs. I I was the
none of
one that
y'all.
said this young man needs to hold a clipboard and learn from the sidelines before taking the field and having his confidence destroyed. And you said, nah, buh, he need to be on the field to play ball, buh.
You know what I'm saying? That man had a
That's why I don't
55%
give you
completion
grace.
percentage in college and then came to the league. I think last year he was at like 48%. So
Man, it
him and
don't
Anthony
matter to me,
Edwards ain't the
bro.
same.
It don't
Like,
matter.
I
Lethal
be
only
rooting for
supports him because he's an
AR.
Indianapolis Colt. If he wasn't a Colt, he'd be like, yeah, this nigga suck. But he's a Colt,
So
so
wait, hold on. So I just want to be clear. Are y'all saying now that what Anthony Richardson was in college is projected to be what his
When he was in the
NFL
NFL?
career is? Like you don't think that you
Yes.
don't think he can be
I
developed?
said that from day one. I'm not saying nothing right now.
Yes.
I said that 3 years ago.
So you're saying that you don't think he can be developed?
Anybody can
He
be
could
developed if
be
they want to be developed.
he could be
yeah,
decent.
he don't
I
want
don't
So
think
now
he
you
could
saying
be
you
developed.
don't want to be?
I think he could be decent. I don't think he could be developed into a Pro Bowler or like something or All Pro or something.
He needs to go to the Geno Smith program. That's what he needs.
He
you
need to
know,
go to the UFL. That's what he need
I
to
hope
do and work his way up like the
Hey,
So
G
who
hey,
League.
has a
Lawful
get
who
a
to
has a
go to
better
the
chance,
UFL
quarterback
is
when you
crazy.
get
situation
a
right now?
chance, when you get a
I
chance,
wouldn't even take Anthony Richardson on the
clip
San Antonio
this,
Brahmas.
clip this. When you get a chance, when you clip this up for this season, I'm gonna need it to make my edit video when AR be going off and we be really in. Like I keep telling y'all how it's gonna be for
What's he
this
gonna go
season.
off and do?
See,
He,
Go
see,
to
but
the
here's the
is he
NFL?
like
difference.
an
Is
old
ND
man
But see,
two
situation?
five?
lethal.
Cause y'all,
But
But
Lethal
cause I've been
is
backing my
ND two
this is the
five
quarterback. I've
still on
been
the
difference.
backing
table?
my quarterback like I'm To.
But lethal. This
Talk
is the
about
difference
Romo.
between me and you. This is the
Nah,
difference
you
between.
need to do it like
This is the.
T.O. Fat and Jeff Garcia.
This is the difference between me and you. If Anthony Richardson has a good season this year, I will say, damn, he made me eat my words. I'm not going to go
Yep.
into hiding and act like I
Yep.
never said nothing.
I
Oh
never
no,
even
that's the
said that,
point.
bud.
That's the point. I just can't wait to see y'all eat y'all words
All
because
right,
I've
so
been
let's all
telling
right,
y'all
all
this
right. So
shit
let's talk
for the
about Anthony
longest.
Edwards then. So let's talk
So
about
is he the
Anthony
Ant
Edwards
Master
then. What
now?
happened?
Wait. Before we do that, is ND 25 still on the table?
I
What?
mean, it's whatever. He said the ND 25 thing was if they win 13 games. So if they
What's
win
that? What's
13
that?
games, sure. Like
Okay, and
What's that what?
before y'all go on to Anthony Edwards, I need to ask
so
again: who has the better quarterback situation, the Indianapolis Colts or the Seattle Seahawks with Jalen Milroe?
The Seattle Seahawks.
Ooh.
Man, you see the hatred. You see the hatred.
The,
No,
They
because
in
the
the
Seahawks have
I
gone.
saw Jalen Milroe. I've seen Jalen Milroe at times look like a decent quarterback. I've never seen Anthony Richardson look like a good quarterback.
because y'all not watching my
At
boy.
minimum, we've seen Jalen Milroe start a full season in college. At minimum,
Bro, I'm a Florida Gator.
When the last
I'm
time
a Florida
y'all
Gator
went
hater. I
back
watch all
and
their
watched?
games.
When the last time y'all went back and actually watched AR play?
I don't go back and watch games.
When y'all watch the game? Hmm?
I've watched I've watched
I've
quite a
watched the
few AR
games.
games this season. Yes.
Yeah, I've watched. I've told you, hey, bro, I'm checking out AR today to make sure see what's going on. And every time
And
it's
then
like this kid cannot complete a 5 yard pass.
yeah, and then
That's
Hey,
that's how I
one
know
week,
y'all
no,
don't
y'all
there
be
was one
watching.
week,
disrespecting the
That's
Nap
how I know
Town.
y'all don't be
no,
watching.
no,
Y'all
there
Because
was
disrespecting
one
this
week,
year,
Nap Town.
there was one week I went to go look for Anthony Richardson and I saw Joe Flacco instead.
Hey, look, when
Mm.
Danny Dimes is over there and Indianapolis is winning because of Danny Dimes, I better hear
That's what I'm
Lethal over
saying.
here like,
That's what I'm
I'm about to
saying.
say, I hope you still root for your team,
all
bro.
y'all
I
sound
hope you
like
still root for your team,
the
bro.
local Indian media.
Oh
Everybody out here,
no,
y'all sound like the
wait,
average
hold on, Lethal. I'm
local
sorry,
media.
Lethal,
And I knew you
Daniel
was gonna say
Jones,
something, and I do
Daniel
still root for
Jones. We
my
want to see
team. I
Daniel
do still root for
Jones.
my team. I do still
we
root for
want.
my team. I hope you still root for your team, bro, because
Ah,
I still root for my team.
All right, all I'm saying is if Anthony Richardson comes out this year and doesn't look
I want
that
fight
much
cups.
better, don't be doing the whole hey Anthony Richardson quiet, I'm quiet. Don't do that.
I
Bro.
want to
I'm gonna
fight cups
defend
so
my
bad.
quarterback, bro.
I do root for my team.
To cups be rude. If Jason Tatum can't get the
I'm rooting
credit.
for my
He
team. I'm
No,
wants the
the only one who
Celtics to
don't
don't
tell me to root for
lose.
my team. That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna root
You're
for my
like,
team.
yo, get this bum out. Get these bums out of here. Bring back the
I be
star.
tired. I'm
I
tired
know.
of this
Cups was
bullshit.
like, yo, I hope we trade Jalen Brown so I can cheer next season.
Oh my god,
The
bro.
MVP team gonna break his
Anyway,
heart.
My man said whoever they trade Jalen Brown for, he get in their jersey.
that's
I'm
crazy.
just a fan of good quarterbacks. You know, that's it. I just like quarterbacks that actually get the job done, not niggas who quit when they've been playing this game their whole life.
Bro,
So
y'all
We
are we
never
talking
been
calling
about
that
there.
right now
so
that if Jalen
niggas
Milroe,
can't be young and make mistakes, bro. Niggas can't just be young, bro.
No, not in
Niggas just
football,
can't be
not like
young, bro.
that. Nope. When you got less than a quarter left and you want to be young and make a dumbass mistake and quitting on your team, no, fuck you forever. That's crazy.
Young people can make mistakes, but mistakes matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you could
They do.
commit sins.
And
You could
you can't redeem
you
yourself.
could
You can't
yeah you could
redeem
no
yourself. You
you
can't.
definitely can
Through your
you definitely
gameplay,
can. You can
Oh
redeem
yeah, bro.
yourself. No, this is the problem. This is the problem. You definitely can redeem yourself. But the problem is that you're talking in fucking May and there ain't no football going
Who's
on
talking
until
though? Who's talking? Who's the one talking?
you.
Cause like I'm
you
telling
are the
no,
one
cause I'm
who's
telling
still
I was
y'all
defending
stop
him.
no,
focusing about
I was
my
trying to talk.
quarterback.
I was
Cause
trying to
y'all want
talk
to
about
go
it.
into the season
No, I
making
was
it
trying
seem
to
like
talk
we
about
gonna be
Anthony.
garbage and keep talking about Daniel Jones. Cause every
I
time
was
I
trying to
see
talk
something,
about
it's
Anthony
always
Edwards. You the
somebody
one that
sack
keeps.
riding Daniel Jones. I'm
Yeah,
I was
we
tired
was
of
trying to
it.
talking
talk
about a
about.
different Anthony. We was talking
I was
about
trying to
totally
talk
different
about
Anthony.
Anthony Edwards. You the one that switched the subject because your feelings was hurt.
Fuck
You
you.
did. You did.
I brought up Anthony
You
Edwards.
did.
You the one that said, "No, like AR. Nobody give a fuck about AR. We talked about AE."
I'm
And
weak.
AR
We
and
talking about the
AE
nigga that
Anthony
actually got
Edwards.
endorsements. We talking about the nigga
And
that
back
take
to
his team to actual deep playoff run.
yeah, and to your point earlier, 2-5, like Anthony Edwards has shown that he belongs in these conversations. We only talk about Anthony Richardson because you keep bringing up Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's the problem. But that's the problem within itself is that we'll watch sports and we'll watch a dude put up like 30 points in 5 straight games, and then he'll have a bad game. We'll be like, "Yo, he overrated." And then
No.
Anthony Edwards will do what he did, and it's like, who's Anthony Edwards? I never said nothing about him.
I feel like when he have his bad games, it just look bad. It's like his bad games look bad.
Because he's the star. It's supposed to look like that.
Nah, but they look bad though.
And it's
Like, it be,
because we're in an era where people shoot threes at a crazy grip. So when the games look bad on a superstar, it's because all you do is see highlights of them chucking up threes and missing.
Bruh,
So it looks
if
worse.
if the Knicks come out in a closeout game tomorrow and lose by 32 points, we're going to hear about that all week.
Well, we absolutely
Oh,
will, and we should,
of course. Of
I ain't
course.
hear
and we
nothing
should.
from none of y'all. I ain't hear nothing from you or Cups about Anthony Edwards this whole series.
Because the Timberwolves, I feel like the Timberwolves don't have as good of a team. So it's
No,
like,
fuck that.
regardless,
Fuck that. No, you told me that
and bro,
Oklahoma City doesn't
we've
want to see
seen them
Minnesota.
lose. We've seen them lose
Hold
in
on. Whoa, whoa,
series
whoa, whoa.
with
Wait,
him scoring
wait,
30,
wait,
right?
wait. Did Minnesota have a bad team when you told me that Oklahoma City didn't want to see him?
Because I felt like Anthony Edwards was that good. And I felt
When
like
you
guys
told
really
me
was going to step up.
that you
And
would
we
when
was
you
talking
told me
about
you
having
would
to
take Ant
apologize for Julius Randle. But when we talk
when
about having
you
to
told
apologize
me
for Julius Randle, it's
when,
because Julius Randle has never shown up in any sort of fashion ever in his career.
In the
that
And he
is
clutch.
a
was only
lie.
again for that one
That
series.
is a
In the clutch.
lie. Julius
You said
Randle is
what?
the reason that he's the reason they part of the reason they beat the Lakers in 5. And that would make me
He's a
I'm the
big
biggest
reason. He's a
Julius
big
Randle.
reason why.
I'm the biggest
That's why
Julius
I said
Randle
I'm talking
critic on
about.
the.
I'm not talking about this season though. I'm talking about
No,
before this whole
you
entire
said
thing.
never. You said never. We just saw it 3 weeks ago.
Bruh,
I would
you
say
ain't talking about
Julius
go
Randle
both. I'm
doesn't
talking
show up
about
in the
never in his
clutch.
entire career up
He
until
doesn't
this
show up in
point.
the
The
clutch.
reason why
I'll
we're
say
saying
that.
we have to apologize to him. That's
No,
all I was
but
saying.
wasn't Julius Randle on that team when you told me Oklahoma City didn't want to see them?
He did. He was.
Yeah, because of the way he was playing. Yeah, and then it turned out to what did he do? He became the
But the
Julius
problem,
Randle that we all know, the one that we saying that we have to apologize to. We didn't owe him an apology. He was the same nigga.
no, we owed him an
Didn't that
apology because he stepped up. Like, you know what I
didn't
mean?
that
The good
didn't
thing
that
was he never
Minnesota
stepped
team
up.
didn't that Minnesota team have Rudy Gobert when you told me they didn't want to see Oklahoma when Oklahoma City wanted to see them?
Who had a outlandish game.
I
He had
know,
a
I
crazy
know,
game.
I know. But with that being said, wasn't he on the team when you told me Oklahoma City didn't want to see them?
But I was never like, oh yeah, Rudy Gobert ready to 24, 27 these niggas.
So
Hell no, I never said that.
why exactly did you say Oklahoma City doesn't want to see them?
Cause, bro, you
Because I,
gotta think
for one,
about it. It
again,
was a D Wade
He was
type
being
run.
hopeful.
It looked like a D. It looked like a D Wade type
Just
run
say I was
for
wrong.
Anthony Edwards, bro.
Just say I was wrong.
Shea was the boss
That's
of
all it
the
is. Just say, yo, I
and the
fucked up.
boss of the ball.
Yo, I was wrong. It's not hard, fellas.
Matter of
Okay,
fact, watch this. Watch
let's go
this.
around in a circle.
What
What
I
exactly was
picked the
wrong
here
Boston
here?
we go talking
Celtics.
in circles. I said what it
I picked the
was.
Boston Celtics to go to the NBA Finals and lose to OKC. I was wrong.
I picked the Cleveland Cavaliers to play the LA Lakers. I was wrong twice.
I picked the
Who wants to
Philadelphia
go
Eagles to
next?
win the Super Bowl, and
See,
I was right.
my soul feels
See,
so much. See, my soul feels so much better now.
yeah,
I feel like a weight has been lifted now.
Niggas have wrong takes, but it's like again,
but say it
Then just
though.
say that.
Say it, bro.
why y'all want me to say I was
Say
wrong
that
for
you
saying
were
something?
wrong.
I
Start
don't
talking.
get that shit.
Say that you were wrong.
Because the problem is that you can't hold
Yo,
us
this is
accountable
crazy.
if you ain't holding yourself accountable.
Bro, I do.
God.
The niggas lost. Anthony Edwards lost. They
It's
lost.
No,
my
say you were no. Say
accountability.
you were wrong.
Accountability.
Bro,
Say you were wrong, bro.
I was wrong for expecting Julius
Nah,
Randle
no,
to show
no.
up.
See. So I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you.
This
Four
is like a
parts to the
Trump
apology.
apology.
Four parts to the apology. Four parts to the apology. Right. So one, you have to when you make the statement, you can't then qualify your statement. You can't say I was wrong for no. You picked wrong. You thought one thing, what thought ended up being wrong. That's not the worst thing in the world, fellas. This will
As
help
much
us
as
not
we
only
talk,
in our
we gonna get a
potting.
lot wrong. As much as we talk, we gonna get a lot wrong.
This will not only help you in
We've
your
gotten a
potting,
lot of
but
shit
this will help
wrong.
you in your
Just as
relationship.
much as we got a lot
Trust
of
me,
shit right.
easily.
Even the Oracle took a L.
Even the Oracle took an L, bro. Several, according to the records. But we'll talk about the
The
one.
or, the Oracle picked the Super Bowl and they get neither one of the teams right.
He did say Detroit.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
Baltimore because he was believing in Hey, you want to talk
True
about hate?
colors.
Hey, you want to talk about haters? Get Jack talking about Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
Hey! Why y'all bringing Jack into this? All right,
You're
Hey
soon to
Jack,
be
Jack,
four-time
tell us how you
MVP.
feel about Jack.
because you're associated.
That's crazy.
You,
That's
you're soon to be
crazy.
four-time MVP.
Soon to be what?
Fourth
Jackson,
MVP?
Jackson, Jackson, Lamar Jackson, Jackson, Lamar Jackson still owe him $20.
Nigga ass. Big
Dang.
ass. Ass
So
ass.
so so Jack, you feel like Jalen Hurts is a better talent at quarterback than Lamar Jackson?
I feel like Jalen Hurts has won against all the elite niggas in this league, and Jalen Hurts has produced not one but two Super Bowl appearances
Mm,
on top of a Super Bowl win,
mm,
and been called nothing short of a weak ass game managing nigga with no arm, and all he can do is run and
No, no,
get
no,
pushed
no.
in his ass into the end zone.
Jalen has a definite skill set. It's just not better than Lamar Jackson. He's not better than Lamar Jackson. That's crazy talk. Don't do
No,
it.
no, hey Rez, I never said that. I didn't. That
Okay, as
those
long as you're not
words
saying that.
never came
Yeah,
out of my mouth.
that's
I
all
never
I'm saying.
said
As long
it.
as you're not saying that.
He is, but I never said it. You know.
He's
I know Jalen Hurts got cheated out of his MVP 2 years ago.
Thank you.
mm.
Because he got hurt, they wanted to take it away from him. Give it to another white man. Oh, they gave it to. Oh,
They
who
gave
got?
it to Mahomes. That was Mahomes.
He
Yeah,
said
he's
it gave
white.
it to another white man.
He's white.
yeah.
Come on,
Essentially,
bro.
Mahomes is a
Come
white
on, bro.
man.
What are
So
we?
yeah,
What are we doing, man? We're gonna get out here. We're gonna run. We're gonna go, man. Look, you know.
I know. Shout out to Mahomes for getting his wife some titties too.
Y'all seen that, right?
yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to him for that.
Wow. Are we shouting out other man's wives' titties? That is
No, no,
that
no.
is
He shouted
crazy.
out the man
No, I shouted
for
out
doing something
Patrick,
for his
not
wife,
her.
for getting his wife a gift
Oh,
Hell yeah.
okay.
that is
Well,
good for
anyway,
everyone.
back
You know what
to
I'm saying? My
Jalen
man, my
Hurts.
man got her. My man got her the Lauren Boberts.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. Like, like, well, nobody knows this. I actually used to be like the biggest Lamar Jackson fan ever. Like, for real. It's not even
Oh,
a joke. It's not a joke. I was a big fan because
Oh, please tell me this is a don't meet your idols conversation.
no,
it's
no, no,
nigga
no.
artist only
It's
basically.
just I was like, yo, Lamar's next up. He's the next Vic. He's gonna take what Cam did and make it better. Blah blah blah. And this nigga has done nothing but shrunk in the bright lights. And I hate niggas that can't play in the clutch. That's my biggest
Ooh,
problem.
that's a good
I
question.
niggas that can't play clutch ball. It pisses me off. You are not a superstar if every time everybody needs you, you decide to fucking sit down in your seat so the teacher can't pick you for the game. No, I hate people like that. So fuck
Hey,
Lamar.
that's
And
hey,
keep
that's a
that
good
nigga down.
question. That's a good question. Did Lamar Jackson take what Cam Newton did and make it better?
No, he didn't. Cam Newton to me is the guy you have to see. So the problem that we have with old celebrities, old athletes, is we only look at their stats because it's an easier way to have a conversation because you don't want to sit up here and watch a bunch of film. But on film, you know what I'm saying, film is going to kill a lot of these stats. You know, like it's kind of like when you compared, I don't know, let's just say Dan Marino, right? We look at Dan Marino, we're like, oh yeah, he played in this time and his numbers are this and blah blah blah. But if you watch film, John Elway is that nigga.
This is true.
John John Elway
John
is that
Elway
guy.
was a baller.
This
But
I
is
know where you're
true.
going with it from in terms of like it wasn't quote unquote the system. You don't feel like John Elway was a product of the system the way you may feel like Dan Marino was.
that could be it because of the simple fact that as good as Dan Marino was, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I don't want this conversation to be like, oh, this nigga really hit. No, I love Dan Marino. But I do think that at the end of the day, like Dan shrunk. He's the same problem that I hate with everybody. On the biggest
That's
and brightest moment when we needed you the
that's
most.
that's pretty interesting though, because you got to be pretty damn great to be the system.
But wait, but John Elway didn't win a Super Bowl until he became lesser of a quarterback.
But he was also Super Bowl MVP. He
Yeah, no,
also
no, but he wasn't doing what he was doing in his prime.
I mean
The
I
John Elway
respect
that won
that.
the Super Bowl was not prime John Elway.
I respect
John
that, but he
and as much as I love John Elway, he got a 45-point Super Bowl loss on his jacket.
yeah,
There's a
but
lot of people. My issue is that a lot of people, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, this guy here is amazing. You know, these are the best quarterbacks. They have all the da 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 da, and those guys don't win a lot of Super Bowls, right? It's when even Aaron Rodgers. Look at Aaron Rodgers year he won a Super Bowl. Look at the year that Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl. Both of them did not play great in the playoffs. their teams were built in a way where they could survive their mistakes.
Yeah,
It wasn't them throwing the
the
ball
defense
around
carries a lot
57
of the
times a game. And that's what people look for when they talk about, oh, these are the best quarterbacks, which is why I hate the Justin Herbert conversation. Because, like, what has Justin Herbert done that shows you he's one of them?
Well, Justin Herbert is technically, if we're gonna go off of the lethal bag, Justin Herbert is just we need to let him prove himself. But
No, and
to
that's
quarterbacks
fine.
that
Let him prove
matter,
himself is fine. But you don't
But
say let
Lethal
him
that
don't.
prove
But
himself
matter.
when he's
Lethal
not
don't
half
want to
the
do
league.
that. Lethal don't want to do that with Justin Herbert. He's already like, yo, Justin Herbert can't shine Trevor Lawrence's shoes.
Right. So
Well,
like
and
so so
this is
like
the thing. This is the thing, right? So I like what you said, Rez, but we also it's a fan thing. So the same way I hate niggas
just
that
about
ain't
say
clutch,
hey.
the same way I hate people that ain't clutch is just, if you got a big name or you got enough fandom or it's put in enough circles for everybody to just kind of unanimously agree, you can't have the objective opinion because then you just look like a hater or you look like somebody who's just trying to have some cool opinion. So, like you can never sit up here and be like LeBron James is ass. You can never say Michael Jordan was ass, not only because of how they play, but because unanimously around the world, everybody knows those two niggas are the two greatest basketball players we've ever seen. So you can't say anything about them.
Do you know who Justin
Aaron
Herbert is to
Rodgers,
me? You know who Justin Herbert is to me? Like an NFL, like an NBA equivalent? Justin Herbert is Paul George.
I knew
I
you were
like
going to
Good.
say that.
Hey, I like
Justin
it.
Herbert is Paul George.
That's a
Because
great
because
comparison.
but
people
he
keep
but he
saying,
but
oh,
he hasn't even
he
but he hasn't even
he looks
accomplished
the
what Paul
part.
George accomplished.
No, and I agree. But like he looks the part, right? He has the height, he has the weight, he looks like he has the tangibles that just look like be able to have. But when you put him on the court, it just never seems to work out the way people think it's gonna work out. It
So what do
never
you
does.
so
And
No,
people
what?
no,
continue to say he's
I'm
right
gonna call
there.
Justin Herbert is Steve Francis.
That's
That's
crazy.
tough.
No, I don't think he's Steve Francis.
That's crazy.
Justin Herbert would never win a dunk contest. Wouldn't get close.
So Trevor Lawrence is Kawhi Leonard.
I
No,
think Trevor is he'll be who definitely has.
Oh shit. The
if
mountains
Justin
got
Herbert, if Justin Herbert is Paul George, Trevor Lawrence is Danny Granger.
That's tough.
That's tough.
that. That's
That's tough.
crazy.
T Mac. That's it. It's T Mac.
Yeah, he's T Mac. I
No,
give him
Trevor
He's
that.
got
T
out
Mac.
the first round though. Trevor got out the first round.
And I agree. No, but I agree. But I'm saying, like, from a standpoint of you can tell he's amazing, right? It's just it seems like every time something good is supposed to happen for him, something bad happens. Whether it be an injury or the team just ain't built right or whatever. Like, but you know it's right there. That's Trevor. Like we've seen it from Trevor.
So Lamar is AI.
Like Justin Herbert is the football version of erectile dysfunction.
No,
That's
Lamar is Steve Francis.
crazy.
Is
He just doesn't get up for the playoffs.
so we have to think somebody who has a lot of MVPs.
I mean, I say it. I think
Who has a
AI
lot
to
of MVPs
Lamar
is
would
a
be the
loser.
perfect comp.
No chips.
Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah, Aaron
Aaron Rodgers
Rodgers.
has the one chip, so I might say Aaron
Yeah, he has a
Rodgers
chip. Yeah.
because I wouldn't say AI because
Brett Favre,
the work ethic isn't a question for Lamar Jackson. Nobody says, "Oh, Lamar Jackson doesn't work hard."
Hold on. Let me just ask Google, Rez. Let's see if
Brett Favre.
NBA. Let's see NBA
If
players.
you just listen to media and John Madden talk about
Oh
Brett
my
Favre,
God,
you
I
would
know
think he
who.
got 4 Super
Lamar
Bowls.
Jackson is Joel Embiid. That's who the fuck he is.
No,
Joel
no,
No,
let's not do
Embiid
that. Let's not
no.
do
Yeah, let's
that.
do
That,
that. Let's do that.
That's
Yeah.
coming
kind of
off
crazy,
coming
Jackson.
off
Yeah.
of
that's
last
insane.
season.
That's
Coming off of
insane.
last season, that's nasty. Coming off of last season, but before
Lamar
last
Jackson
season,
Lamar Jackson is Chris Paul.
who
Mm.
Okay. Dual threat.
is who?
Westbrook. Can we give him
Chris
Westbrook?
Paul.
Chris. I can see Chris
No,
Paul.
we not giving him Westbrook. No.
No, it can't
Can't
Because
be
with
afford
Westbrook.
Westbrook.
because if you call somebody Westbrook, they gotta sabotage themselves too.
I don't know, then. No,
You don't
no.
think he sabotages himself by not
Dog, like
wanting to
So
help
I
the
could see
coach
Russell
Westbrook.
develop?
Westbrook.
I could see Westbrook being like Jordan Love.
That's
Yeah.
And
tough.
A guy who's
I could
got
also
it,
see
but
Westbrook
he
being
goes
Trevor.
100 too much.
That's tough.
I can see Westbrook being Trevor. Trevor gets a lot of turnovers and stuff like that that make him like a lively at times too.
Ability. Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
could
So yeah,
Russell
no,
could Russell Westbrook be Josh Allen?
I like that
No, no, no,
you could go hard.
because he's. You can't say that. Cause what
no,
you
because
saying? No,
Josh Allen,
because
Russell
right.
Westbrook has been to the finals, and we got to respect that. So you can't do that.
Well, it's not gonna be a straight up comparison like that. Like it would be people that are like
Nah, I ain't gonna
they're
lie.
gonna
Josh Allen
post your
does
line.
push the pedal to the metal though, like hell. Like he really does. He just
Yeah, he's a go hard. He might make
go
a
hard.
he
Just
gonna
don't know when
fumble
to
every
slow
once in a
down.
while.
So
Yeah, I can see Josh Allen.
does Mahomes get to be SGA?
Nah, I don't like that. SGA.
Mahomes is Tatum.
No, he's
Mahomes
not.
No,
is
get the
No,
Tatum.
he
fuck
is
out of here,
not.
Oh
Cups.
Hey,
Look,
Cubs,
look
you
at
better
that.
cut it out.
See,
Get
man.
the fuck out of
You
here,
better cut
Cups.
it out.
What did I say?
See,
If
see,
anything,
man.
he's brown.
Yuck,
He's
yuck.
brown. He's actually carrying the team to the dub.
He actually has a Finals MVP,
What
Yeah,
did I
like
like
he's
say? I'm
brown,
Mahomes.
not
sorry.
Tatum.
My gosh, that was nasty, dog. Why
Kelsey
would
is
you do
is
that?
is, uh, is Tatum.
That was
Duh.
awful.
Duh.
Yuck.
Nah, but yeah, man, the whole clutch thing.
Damn.
My whole point is just we over love these dudes because of stats, and we don't really look at their gameplay. And
Yeah, we should.
if we really analyze Aaron Rodgers sucks in playoffs. He sucks when it matters most. Aaron Rodgers is the biggest letdown if you're an Aaron Rodgers fan. He's got all these MVPs, he's got all these yards, he's the most accurate QB ever, and the nigga ain't got shit to show it except
Talk
for
I
about it.
love every time I see Green Bay on the count on our schedule or Aaron Rodgers on my schedule. Every
Not
single
to
time.
mention, not to mention that he fumbling actresses and NASCAR drivers too.
It's them ayahuasca trips, man.
That nigga ain't
Oh,
worried about playing no
back to the
football,
point
bro.
y'all making earlier though. I will believe that Aaron Rodgers is not going to be playing for the Steelers when the season starts and Aaron Rodgers is suited up for the Steelers.
yeah, I'm about to say that nigga, and he's an asshole. Like it makes it harder to like the dude.
Bro,
'Cause
I
he's
told
a
y'all
dickhead.
he gonna sign August 18th because that's when he signed with the That's when he went to the Vikings, bro. He doing the whole Brett Favre tour, bro. I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah,
bro.
well, the Brett
If
Favre
he
thing
gets
was
Mike
gay
Tomlin
because he's
fired,
a Steeler.
if he gets Mike Tomlin fired, dog, I'm going to spaz. I promise you.
I doubt
I
he
promise
will.
you.
I doubt he
No,
will. It
The
would take a
Steelers,
lot more than Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers don't have to do that. The Steelers front office already working on that on their own.
They said
Yeah,
Will Howard is looking good though.
Yeah, that sounds great.
this is wild.
How about Kenny Two Gloves winning the job in Cleveland?
Not
Hey, I don't know. I don't know. These early practice supports are saying that Shador should have went number 2 in the draft.
Mm,
I think Shador ends up in that job.
oh, they're saying
Y'all ain't been seeing the mini camp numbers.
Yeah, Shador been
No,
killing it, bro.
never.
I
I
haven't
think
seen.
Shador is going to end up there
Still got like
because
three touchdowns off
the
of
worst
seven
thing
for
you can
nine.
have, the worst thing you can have is a popular backup quarterback. Like if you're
Yeah,
not a
because
solid
all
starting
season,
quarterback,
What's wrong
yeah,
with Joe Namath?
all you will
What
hear
is
is
wrong
shout
with a
out to
Joe
Cleveland
Money
Namath?
Milk.
killing it.
What
Shout
is
out to
wrong
Money
with a
Milk.
Joe Namath?
There's a lot wrong with a Joe Namath. He like for
Broadway
one, he threw
Joe.
more interceptions than touchdowns. How about that?
For one, he had one great season.
He only has one great moment.
I was about to say
Yeah,
it's
he
really
don't even
just a
got a
moment.
season.
Yeah,
And,
it's
and
really
that, and
just a
that, and
That
that
moment.
great
moment, well,
moment,
it technically was on the field, but it
that
was
he
the interview was the bigger part where he claimed to win.
he don't even got a great moment or a great season. He just got a great sentence.
he got two
Broadway
great
Joe.
moments. He has two
What
great
Joe?
moments. The second one was when he was on New Year's Eve live and asked the lady if he can kiss her.
If he could
Oh,
kiss her,
Michelle,
oh
yeah,
my
Michelle Tafoya.
goodness,
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kiss you.
I want to kiss you so
She's
bad
like,
right now.
she's like, no. She's like, no.
She
Oh
could have
my
she could have
goodness,
turned her cheek for my man.
No,
hell no,
no,
that's
there's no cheek
crazy.
He thought it
turning.
was the 70s. He thought it was the 70s.
He thought he could still
That's
get that off.
crazy.
My man thought he was Kevin Lyles, huh?
That's
He thought he was
Who
Kevin
crazy.
said
Hart,
that?
Kevin Bacon, Kevin Bishop. He thought he was all of them.
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Spacey. Oh, never mind.
He's
That's a
all,
girl
Oh,
though.
whoa,
wow,
whoa.
Yeah,
whoa,
never mind. She's a
sir,
girl. That
He
don't
wasn't
count.
he, he wasn't talking to
sir.
a little boy, you know.
Sir,
Egregious, sir.
sir. Leave Kevin Spacey alone,
Kevin
man.
McAllister.
He's paid him
There
debt
we
to
go.
society.
Yeah, Kevin Gates. Yeah, yeah, let's get some good Kevin Johnson.
The craziest of
Jesus.
Kevin
crazy
Johnson.
works
Shout out to
is
the
happening
mayor.
right now. I don't even know what's happening right now. The craziest of crazy works.
Who's that dude that was on the Rockets named Kevin at one point? What was his name? He
Oh,
got
Kevin Porter.
Kevin Martin.
Kevin
Kevin
Martin.
Love.
Kevin Martin. Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin
You know what I'm
Love.
saying? Shout out to Kevin McHale.
That's tough.
What?
Shout out to Kevin McHale.
You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
helped
yeah, yeah.
he helped Boston get their 2008 championship.
As a coach,
Hey yo, who so who 80,000 up here?
It's supposed to be Bills and somebody else. I
But
think the
but then I saw that the NFC East, like the whole NFC East is like in season. They're covering them the entire end season.
Yes. Yeah, the Bills are doing the off season. The NFC East is doing the end season.
Okay.
They fucked us up though. I was hoping they go to college for Belichick.
Yeah, nah,
yes, sir.
that little girl wouldn't allow that to happen, unfortunately.
I
We've
know
never
RG
talked about
three.
that
I
situation
know
in here.
I know RG3 disappointed.
damn.
Tough.
Hey, Cups, what do you think about the Bill Belichick situation, bro?
I think that for one, I think the whole situation with like him and his girlfriend or whatever, it's like people are saying it's like a proxy thing or whatever, like a puppeteer kind of thing. But I mean, I think that you know what I'm saying. She's someone that he respects. I feel like, especially if you watch some of the interviews and stuff like that, like you know what I'm saying. She was giving him like insight into how to format his memoir and stuff like that. Like I don't think she's a I don't think she's like an overbearing person, like in the kind of way that Jaden Daniels' mom is being portrayed in the media. I'm not putting any labels on her, but I don't think she's like a overbearing person. I feel like the whole ordeal with UNC and the whole power struggle thing, I think that's also being blown out of proportion because he's still going to coach football regardless. And I think that this is just bringing a whole lot of unnecessary, well, not unnecessary because I mean it's bringing noise to UNC, but I don't think it's something that you know what I'm saying is affecting his coaching life. I don't think anything's going to ever affect his coaching life.
So for me, I think I forgot who it was, which show I was watching, but one of the shows, and one of the former players was like, "This is the most un-Bill Belichickian thing of all time."
Well, I mean,
Like
yeah, for sure.
we've talked about Bill Belichick for a lot of reasons in the last year, and none of it has to actually do with football. We haven't talked about recruiting. We haven't talked about the scheme they plan on running. It's all been surrounding his outside of football life, which is a bit crazy. Now, I think that young lady is much smarter. Than people are giving her credit for being. I think she's absolutely she has some kind of real intelligence to her. Just the way that she's sort of carrying the whole thing says that. But I also think that there's a bit of a manipulation that's happening, and
For sure.
we're gonna see some kind of Me Too kind of situation is gonna pop up after this, where it's like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was
I
gonna
was
say.
held, like it's like something like that. That is my thing that comes
Wait,
Yeah, I
for
next.
was gonna
who?
say. I was just gonna say. Keep it real. Bill ain't had nothing flexible in a long ass time.
Oh, Bill Belichick. Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
old.
Always,
mean, like,
always.
bro,
Oh man,
he's
he's
enjoying
paying that guy to
retirement.
be with
Like,
him.
he's doing UNC. I know a lot of people say, you know, what I'm saying he's out of the league because he was stubborn or whatever, whatever. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, Bill Belichick could have had any opportunity he wanted. And if this was something that if he wanted to coach the league, he was gonna do that shit his way. And if he want to coach, period, he gonna do that shit his way. And now he's replacing Mac Brown, another elder statesman. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the whole I feel like he understands what he's doing, and I feel like with the same thing like when Tom Brady when after they won that championship and we saw Tom Brady in Tampa cutting up and being drunk and throwing we was like, bro, we've throwing the trophy around like, oh, we've never seen this side of Tom Brady. But it's like, bro, none of that ever affected his work though.
I think Bill Belichick is just simply paying that girl to be around him.
I mean, really, we just
Nah,
gotta
he's not.
wait till we start seeing some games and see how
Nah,
the season play out for Bill.
nah, she in there doing Dominique Dawes tricks on that motherfucker.
I wouldn't be, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro.
Yeah, she in
And
there.
if
Because
Dude,
again, if
if
Coach
Bill not
Belichick want to
focused on the
cut up, bro,
field,
the nigga been
Waking him
coaching
up.
football for like the last 50 years, dog. If he want to take a break and coach in his retirement and use this as just like a little day job, bro, while he do whatever he want to do in his free time, I ain't got no problem with it, bro.
I'm gonna just be honest, bro.
No, but that's
I
fine.
just get disgusted.
No, go ahead.
I just get disgusted when I see these old, sloppy, fat, slog, nasty old men with these young ass girls. Like, bruh,
I
it,
do too,
it's
for
gross
sure.
because it's gross on two levels. It's gross for one because your body is disgusting and I hate fat people, and then it's gross on the second level because
Oh wow.
this girl is like 23 years old. You're 107. You have
Bill Belichick is peak
you don't feel
physical
weird.
performance.
I just feel like
Yeah,
me
for a
personally,
fucking walrus.
I would never talk to a girl that's the same age as my kid. That's fucking weird.
It's me. So that's it for me. Like that's when like I started like of course I'm married, very happily married, yada 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 and all that stuff. But like for me, like women that are my kids' age, like that's a weird thing for me. Like I remember when I first had like it's either Lot I think Lotto. And like Lotto's the same with my oldest daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I would expect you to say like,
Like
nah, I can't.
I
You
could
know what I
never be
mean?
like, oh my God, look at how hot this
Right.
girl is who is the same age as my daughter. Like that's nasty.
These dudes are weird, man. These dudes are fucking weirdos. And I just
So I can only imagine
Facts.
the age of somebody who's my granddaughter, my
and the
great
real problem
granddaughter.
is the real
Like,
problem that
oh
nobody talks
no,
about
no.
is the fact that it's just that these niggas are just old and horny. I hate horny people. I think that the most dangerous, the most dangerous man on earth is a
Jesus.
horny ass dude. Any dude that's
No, just be horny within the confines of your
yeah,
marriage, bro.
but
Just be
like
your
if you're
thing.
just
Like
dangerously horny, that means that you're turning your back on your boys for a piece of pussy. Like dangerous, like horny niggas are dangerous as hell, and people really don't understand.
it's
I agree.
true. It's true.
Like the
It's
lame
true.
horny
I
guy,
agree.
he's the most dangerous person in your crew.
The lame, horny, fat guy.
What about
No, no, no.
let's say like horny
If you're
without
fat, you're
discipline.
just disrespecting your bones, and you need to be.
Like 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 horny without discipline.
Yes,
Like yeah, like you gotta have some kind of dick discipline.
got to man.
Like you know what I mean?
Shout out to
Like
J1.
but a lot of people don't.
But I mean, I get it. I
Shout
Oh,
out to
also
hold on.
J
We
I
One.
got
also have to understand like
news coming down the pike.
That's right. Who is Bryce Huff?
Bryce Huff,
Oh, Bryce Huff is a
pass
beast.
rusher.
Oh, cool. He's coming to San Francisco.
Y'all just got y'all one. So now y'all got
Thank you.
That's
Michael
a good
Williams,
pickup.
Nick Bosa. That's a solid pickup.
Oh, I haven't been on here to talk about this yet. So I just want to say, I remember, I'm pretty sure I
whoa, what
remember
is that?
Antonio Gibson. That's Antonio Gibson. Hey, puppy, hold on. So I haven't got to talk about this in here, but up until the draft, I was really down on my Niners offseason. Since the draft, we have smoked everything. Every move we make has made is going to hit this year, like
So,
every
Res, you
single
saying
one.
it's gonna be me and
So
you in the conference?
I don't know, man. What I know is that like we're going to take it one game at a time. We got
I hate
first
when
game
you're
of the season.
mature. God,
We know about
God,
that.
what is
Then
that?
All I know
then
is Rez better be ready for that Monday night when Naptown come calling.
Oh God, hey, I ain't
I
gonna
already
lie.
told y'all.
I
I
hope
already told y'all.
49ers put
yes,
fucking
sir.
55 on
You
whack ass
already know,
Colts
man.
just
I'm,
so Lisa can sit in the
I
corner
hope
and
this one
cry.
for Jim. This one is for Jim. This
I hope
season for
I
Jim.
hope
We
I
Anthony
live
hope
for
Richardson's
Anthony
Jim.
playing.
Richardson throws 15 feet.
I hope Anthony,
Yeah.
hope Anthony Richardson's playing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hopefully.
But now, man, like I really feel like we like everything shaped together, like our schedule, the move that we have made since the draft. Like we didn't go out and spend a whole bunch of money on free agents trying to like just lure somebody in that made that we paid our guys that earned the right to get paid at the
Where's
levels they get
Debo at
paid.
again?
Our wide receiver
In
room,
Washington,
Debo's in Washington, the
Shit.
Commodores,
Yeah.
but the Commodores. Um,
coming for you.
but yeah, like
Uh,
I like what I've seen, dog. Like I like what I've seen. I just again shout out to our front office. The thing I've always counted on is our front office. They're gonna figure it out. I feel like we'll have a pretty good season. I don't know if it'll be a Super Bowl season, but We gonna make some
I
noise.
don't like,
Definitely shout out to the
I
49ers.
don't like Rez
Starting on
because
week
he's too
one.
mature, bro. He be
Start on
saying
week
nice
one,
things,
bro.
like smart things that you
He
can't.
just saying nice things.
Yeah, like go take one game at a time.
Nice.
Hey, we gonna beat y'all last. Nah, we'll see what happens. The game.
I know.
We'll see, man. I
I
gotta
think
get
I
through
think the
week
game
one,
is going
dog.
to be
I
won
can't.
in
I
the
don't even know.
trenches.
Like what the
Head ass nigga, man.
Yo, man, I got 2 games in mind. I got the first game of the season, and I got a game against the Titans because I'll be there. Those are the
Well,
2 games
y'all are gonna
have
smoke
on
the
my brain right
Titans.
now.
That's not even gonna be.
I don't know, man. We got to get past week
Hey,
one
get
and see
off
how the
the
team
phone.
comes together,
Hey,
dog.
get him out of here.
You gotta see how everybody meshes. You gotta see how the wide receiver room. What
We
happens,
got to see
when
if
our
the
number
4
one
and the
receiver
9
slot.
come together. I don't really know.
Because we're starting the season, Juwan's our number one starting
Well,
the season this year.
your rookie from
So,
last year, he switched to the number one. You know what I'm saying?
and 2 hours later, announced he pulled his hamstring. 2 hours,
It's something
dog.
about that
I hate
numero
the number
uno,
one so
man.
much. I hate the number one so much, bro. Like, Doug, the crazy thing is, so I woke up early this morning. Like, I woke up really like I couldn't sleep. So I was like scrolling my timeline, and I'm like, the thing says, Ricky Pearsall announces like 13 hours ago. Ricky Pearsall announces he's going to be officially number one, and then 2 hours later, uh, Ricky Pearsall sprained his hamstring. I'm like, are you serious, dog? Like, carry on tradition. So like, I hate the number one so much, dog. And I want to say Kyle Williams was number 11 because I was like, if Kyle Williams was number one, dog, I promise you, I'm gonna find. I, I gotta find Kyle Williams.
Oh,
Bro, shout out to Kyle Williams and the
Gotta find.
fade.
No, never, ever shout out to Kyle Williams.
We
Never in life.
never.
Bro, the fade you can't lie. The high top fade was crucial.
High top fade.
Kyle Williams.
You know what I'm saying?
Ted Ginn couldn't just be healthy that one game, bro.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Nah, I don't.
Commodores, what you feeling
Nah,
like?
hell
Huh?
no. Fuck the Redskins.
Do we got you 2-5?
Oh.
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you might be back in the door. What you think about your guys?
I think we
How you
won a
feeling?
lot of close fluky games last year, and it scares me.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh,
I like to
that's
hear that
true. That
Indian
makes sense.
shake.
Yeah, we lost all the fluky games last year. We all like anyway. Go ahead.
No, I think that we made some advances. I like the Laramie Tunzel pickup. I like
Mm-hmm.
our offensive lineman that we got in the first round, even though I preferred the one that's not coming off of ACL. And and then you know, the corners is going to be the story. I know I say that word all the time. Corners, corners, corners. That's what's going to determine our season.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Sandra still.
Okay.
You know, so,
What y'all's over in this year?
I don't know. Let me pull it up real quick. Let's
It's got to be
see.
like 9 or 10.
Yeah, I would think 9.5. Like
No,
that's what I would go with.
I think ours is 10 and a
Let's
half.
see. NFL over unders. Here we go. Let's see. Washington 9.5.
Hell yeah.
Oh, here we
Nine and a
go.
half.
49ers,
I need to see the schedule
49ers
before I
Eagles are
decide if I
working to
want to put it.
finalize a trade that will send Bryce Huff to San Fran for a mid-round pick.
Hey,
Yeah, that was
Mud,
Bryce
welcome
three.
to
Huff.
the
That was
hot
3 minutes
box.
ago, man.
Yeah, we
Hey, you
talked
know
about that
what?
already.
Fuck y'all. How about that? How
But
about
Hey,
there,
Mud,
there,
welcome to
there,
the hot box.
but there are 4 teams that have an over under of 11.5.
The Cowboys.
Ooh,
Oh, wait.
Ravens.
Ravens,
That was
yes.
crazy. That twisted your phone just did.
Um,
Eagles,
Eagles.
yes.
Detroit.
No, Detroit's 10.5.
I don't think Detroit's going to have a good season.
Me
Buffalo.
either.
Rams.
No,
Bears.
no. Of
Who?
course. What?
The
No,
Bears.
that's
They
crazy.
really believe they
Lethal
really
got
The
that
believe
good
Bears
Um,
that.
stuff
will win.
today.
The Bears will be lucky to win 6 games.
The Bears. The Bears are
dang, what
at
a
eight
final
and a half.
two. Yeah, I want to say Green Bay.
Green Bay, no.
The
Tampa.
Bills.
Yes, Buffalo. Yep.
Bills.
Yeah. Well, Buffalo's actually favored in every game.
You said
Yeah.
Bills 3.
Tampa.
That's
I said
3. All
Buffalo.
right, and then the fourth. So the fourth
Oh,
one.
Tampa.
the Chiefs. They got the weak
Yeah.
ass
Yes,
Chiefs
it's the
overrated
Chiefs.
again.
Yep, it is the
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I'm about to say. I keep telling
Chiefs.
everybody the
All
Chiefs
right.
are gonna get hammered this year. Y'all don't believe me. We exposed,
I think this is
I
the come
already
home
said
season for the
we
everybody gonna
Chiefs.
make the
exposed them. Like
playoffs.
niggas are not afraid of the Chiefs anymore. After the Super Bowl, they're not afraid of them anymore.
I already
We,
said they not making the playoffs. So
Are you putting that in the ledger?
I've been put in the ledger, bro.
Well, I haven't written anything in the ledger for a while, so we have to
I'm
get
gonna say, can
on
you
I,
our
confirm
I
that,
said
ledger
I
stuff.
ledger
confirmed it on the
holder?
last couple the last pod.
we gotta go over everything in the ledger.
Yeah, we got to make sure we document because y'all be letting putting the ledger flies,
Yeah.
letting them fly.
Yeah. Give me the ledger. No Detroit
Like
Lions
I
in the
in the
playoffs.
ledger.
You know what I'm saying? I'll put it once again. The Chiefs are missing the playoffs. I'll say it again.
I think the Chiefs still make the playoffs, but I think this is a come home season for the Chiefs. I think like last year everything that could have went right for them during the
Yeah,
season went right for them. So
they're
that's why
not
I
gonna
think
be able
this
to
year
win
a
off
lot
their
of
mistakes
those
this year.
balls, yeah, yeah, the ball's gonna bounce the other way. Like that's what another reason I feel confident about this year for us. Like last year, a lot of lemony snickers happened, dog. Like all the things that could happen did.
That ball.
So like can't get mad at that. But it bounces back the other way at some point. So
For sure,
we'll see, man. We'll see. What you think with them Pats,
bro.
yo?
I
Y'all
feel
get
like
6 games.
bro, they keep saying that we gonna contend for second place in the division, or we gonna
Yeah.
give Buffalo a run for their money. I just want to see, how we come out with the passing game. I'm not really worried about. I'm not really too worried about the running game. Travion Henderson, he was a good pickup. I like him. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I wish we could have had
Yeah, I like Travion.
the wide receiver, but we picked up Stephon Diggs. We picked up Powder Boy Diggs. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh
Powder
So
man,
hopefully,
boy.
so hopefully
hey,
hopefully
Patriots
he
over
brings a
under
little bit of
7.5.
juice.
what is the pink powdery
What is the
substance?
what?
I don't know.
What is the pink powdery
I don't
Molly.
know.
substance?
I don't know what a pink powdery substance is. I
A
thought
Molly?
Molly was a crystallized
Molly's
substance.
pink powdery?
MDMA.
Yeah, I thought Molly was a
Molly is
pill.
both.
I thought Molly
Molly
was
I
a
is
thought Molly
pill.
was crystal.
It's both niggas. God damn.
Oh, sorry, Molly expert. We didn't know.
Patriots over
We didn't know you the utmost authority.
Patriots over under 7.5.
Hey, look, I don't do
I'll
drugs.
take the over on that
I
one.
have friends that do
Mm.
drugs, not me. I've never done a lot of this shit, but I know niggas that do. So
I'll definitely take the over on that one. I feel like
Oh,
because
I
I
know
feel like
people
we're
that have
gonna
done
at
all
least
of.
split with our
I know people that
division.
have done all of it.
Spider-Man, Superman.
That's three. So see, that's three. So y'all need what? Four random ones?
Yeah, and we got a weak schedule.
What division y'all got this year?
I can tell you right now. Give me a second. I gotta send Cowboy Mike the link.
What am I looking for?
Michael and them Cowboys. Hey, speaking of the
Like I was
Cowboys,
just in
hey,
a
how shitty of a year the Cowboys gonna have?
No, no.
I think they have
I'm
a
about
bounce
to
back
tell you
good
in a
year this
second. My
year.
damn
They're back in the
phone.
playoffs
I
this
think
year.
they get a 10 or 11 wins. I think that they're gonna go on a losing slump because they're gonna have the two
If
crash
I
outs at wide receiver, and then they get it together and they go on a game. Or they go on a streak.
think I think if Dak is healthy, they have a good year.
Yeah, I don't know
I
why
I don't think
everybody
they're a
hates
top
Dak
four
so much
seed.
either.
I don't think they're a top four seed, but I think they make the
Because he's
playoffs.
the quarterback for the Cowboys.
Yeah, but niggas really hate Dak like he's just complete buns. It's crazy.
People hate Dak
Well,
because people hate Cowboys fans, and
you
so
gotta
people
talk to
just
Lethal about
like
that. Lethal
hate
is our resident Dak
hate the
hater.
people that the Cowboys fans like.
You know, like
Dak was a
like
really good
for
quarterback, man.
real. I like Dak, and I
Dak's
was
a really good
watching.
quarterback.
I remember when he broke his ankle. Like I was really sad for him. Like I really felt bad for him. I'm like, damn, bro. Like
Yeah,
y'all was on a run.
yeah.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
Dak's a
Like,
really good quarterback.
But I like that. The
Nah,
only time I ever said Dak was really ass was that year that he threw all those interceptions. Like, I was like, this nigga, but you know, the eye test shows you that Dak was actually pretty accurate. It's just the receivers were fumbling the backfield.
as long as if they can figure out a way to get Pickens and CD to coexist, they're gonna be all right.
Yeah, you know, my
Did they
boy
get a
Lethal,
running back?
man,
I think
you
Dak
over
at
there
least for
contemplating, man. Like
You said what, Lethal?
I said, Lethal over there contemplating, man. It looked like he want to say something.
He was asking a question. I thought he asked a question.
No, bro. I'm just listening to what y'all talk about Dak. Listen to what y'all talk about the teams.
Okay,
I
Oh,
believe
over under 30 touchdowns for Dak this season.
over.
I get that for over.
I think it's over, and I think it's closer to 50.
I think Dak get 37 touchdowns. I think he'll have 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 12 picks.
That's a good season. That's an Aaron Rodgers season.
It's a really good
But
season.
you gotta bring down the interceptions to 8. Then that's Aaron Rodgers season right there.
You know what I'm saying, yeah, but I
I think
think I
that's
think he can do it.
That's pretty. Yeah, I fuck with that right there.
yeah.
Didn't Dak?
I
Wait,
think
didn't Dak have less than 5 picks last season?
I think he played in 7 games last
Oh
season.
no, my bad. The season before that, the season where he went crazy.
Oh no, I think he had 8.
Yeah, I'm about to say he went crazy.
I think that's one of he had between 8 and 10 interceptions, and a lot of them was in the same game. I want to say because the Niners game when they played us, I want to say he had like 3 or 4 against us.
Yeah,
Bro, fuck
So,
Aaron
what kind
I
of
don't
Rodgers.
season
know.
y'all think? What kind of season y'all think Cam Ward's gonna
Yeah, a rookie season.
a rookie season where it could go good, it could go bad, but either
Yeah,
way,
a rookie season.
everybody gonna be like, he's number one. He should be. That's what that's his season. He should be.
No, he got like he's coming into a team that was really, really, really bad. So he's got to.
Who
So
drafted
he's
him?
gonna. Huh?
Who drafted him? Carolina.
No, the Titans.
Tennessee.
Oh, the Titans. Oh,
Yeah, but I like Cam Ward. What I've seen from him, I like what I think he's gonna bring to the culture of Tennessee.
don't
I
the
think the
Titans have a
fans.
good defense too?
You know what?
Don't they have a good defense?
They
It's
do have
not
a good
their
defense.
offense, but yeah,
Yeah, their defense is like non. It's not a good thing to talk about. But yeah,
non-scoring, moving offense. Yeah.
I think that I like what I see from Cam Ward in terms of like I think they can build a culture around him. Just his mindset of surrounding football.
For sure.
And so like that's what I'm looking forward to with him. Of course, I want him to lose in week 14 against my Niners. But outside of that, like
I mean, what I will say
I
is
think
the
he's well.
Tennessee Titans, that organization seems to actually take care of their players for the most part, except for Vince Young. But everything else, they seem to really take care of their players.
Even Vince Young, they didn't throw him away. He just
Well,
like
Jeff Fisher really threw him away. Not
yeah, it just wasn't clicking like that. And then he went to
Cam Ward?
Philadelphia.
Cam Ward is in a situation where he can have a Dak rookie year.
who's his
No,
receivers? Who's his running
no,
back?
no,
You don't think so?
no,
Who's his
no.
receivers in
Because
his running back?
Tajay Spears,
what?
Calvin
Yeah, no,
Ridley.
Tony Pollard.
no. What
Mm,
what what
Pollard.
I'll say is Cam has the opportunity to be an under like to be like the unheard of thing, an underrated first overall pick in the draft.
I mean,
Because
Jaden Daniels was
Mhm.
coming off one of the best rookie years. Then
Jaden
CJ Stroud
Daniels'
had a
team
rookie
is
year that
amazing.
we was all so. And then at the end of the year, Caleb Williams numbers wise wasn't bad. Bo Nick's numbers wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
it's
Knicks had
like
a
Caleb
fire
Williams got a lot of garbage time
Yeah,
stats.
I'm
I
about to say
hate
Caleb
people
Williams was
talking.
ass.
I
Caleb
hate people
Williams was
talking about
ass,
Caleb Williams' year.
but
He was not. He
Bo
did not
Nix had
have a
a
good
great
year.
season. Caleb Williams is dog shit.
You can look at his numbers and make an argument for it, but a lot of that came in garbage time. A lot of that came in garbage time. I'm not there with Caleb Williams. I understand people are, but I'm not. But I think Cam Ward,
Man, shout out to
because
Caleb Williams.
because of everything happened with Shador, Cam Ward didn't even have his moment. Like normally we'd be talking about the first overall pick of a quarterback, especially the black quarterback, way more than we talk about Cam Ward. Cam Ward was able to go under the radar as the first overall pick at quarterback.
But that's what I'm saying though. He could easily have a crazy ass season.
Oh yes, for sure. I think he will. But I think even if he doesn't, he's gonna have a lot of. If he has a mediocre year, it's not gonna get the spotlight that it would if he was Andrew Luck. You see what I'm saying? Because Andrew Luck
I
came
feel
in,
what
he
you
was the
mean.
guy
Yeah,
it was okay. This is gonna be the guy. Like Cam Ward, like oh that's the guy that ended up getting drafted first overall. Like when's Shador getting drafted? That was the conversation. Like
that's
from the
right.
start of the draft until Shador got drafted,
And Andrew
and
Luck was
now it's oh will Shador start? Cam Ward will be a day one starter.
For sure.
So we'll see. I think it'll be nice. I think it'll be nice. And I think that the AFC South is about to be a monster division.
That's what I be telling people, bro.
once New Orleans gets right, but I think Spencer Rattler might actually be dope. So,
AFC South. AFC South.
oh my bad,
So that's the Colts, Texans, Titans,
Shout out to
Jack.
Spencer Rattler.
shout out to Spencer
I remember
Rattler.
you. I remember you saying that you didn't know the divisions. The Saints are in the NFC South. Panthers, Falcons, Bucks, Saints. I got you, bro.
Yeah, man, the Saints.
Yeah, I did do Saints, man. Once they figure that out, no, that's not what I was talking about at all. At all. That's not at all.
After I said it, I started thinking. I was like, wait, Falcons, Panthers. Yeah, that division ain't good. It's
No,
cooked.
no, but I mean, even with the Colts situation, the Colts got AR and Danny Jones, which you may feel like Danny Jones is a terrible quarterback. You may feel like
I
AR
don't
is a
think
terrible
so.
quarterback, but none of them are like both of them are people you got to talk about. You got to at least give some kind of consideration.
Bro,
You got the Texans with CJ Stroud, you got the Jags with Trevor, and you got the Titans
The
with Cam.
Jaguars, as long as they can stay
Like
healthy,
that has
the
potential to be
Jaguars gonna make
real
some noise this
nasty.
year. As long as they can stay healthy.
Yeah. And still somehow the AFC East will still be what the AFC East has always been, a one team division. I don't know how it continue
I
to
believe
happen,
in Trevor
but it
Lawrence,
will be.
aka Joe Hendry.
Shout out to Trav. Trav was a good year this year. If he can stay healthy, he's gonna have a good year this year. I was just talking about Auntie. My Auntie's the diehard Jaguars fan, season ticket holder. And she's like, yeah, we got so much to. So my auntie is like a real sports fan. Like she can tell you who the bench players are. She know who the backup corners
Oh
are.
wow.
Like she really know the team.
Oh, that's
So
dope.
like, listen to her and my uncle talk about the Jags, man. It's hysterical. Like I just love hearing them talk about them. But they're like cautiously optimistic. But they don't want Travis trying to play both sides of the ball. That's one thing they're very adamant about, which I also am.
I just can't wait till the season start, bro. Because this shit gonna be sweet as a bitch. I can't wait to see my defense be sweet as a bitch. My defense about to be lit as a bitch. I'm about to see a real defense and have a real legit defense on the field.
Hey Lethal, I wanna put a $50 starter right here, right now. I want us to put $50 on the table. just we're gonna put a $50 bet right here. We just gonna table it, and then when the season start day one, then I'll go ahead and finish the bet. But right now, let's just go ahead and table it.
Do they play the Eagles?
I don't give a damn who they play. Them Colts is about to
Mm.
be dog walk
Oh,
this
okay.
year. I just want to put a $50 bet right there on the table.
On like what? On like over under or just like
I
number
don't
of
know, man. That's why
wins?
I said I don't know. When the season starts, we'll see. I might do it based off of the first 5 games. We might do the over under of the overall season. I don't know. We'll see. But we might do it just on AR by himself. I might just do that. We might just do a $50 bet on AR not
AR
finishing
is
the
not
season.
finishing the season. He's not finishing the
That's
season.
tough.
That's not going to happen. I'm sorry,
Man,
man.
I'm sick
I
of the
promise y'all, I'm not
foolishness.
trying to
I'm
be mean.
sick of it. I'm so tired of it.
I'm not trying to be mean. Dude is just
This
not.
man said
He's
we
not
gonna
that
be
guy.
sweet. Yeah, y'all gonna be sweet. Sweet as shit, boy. Niggas gonna be over there eating all that candy. We going to Indianapolis? Oh, that's free booty.
Pause.
Take that.
Hey,
Y'all
yo.
gonna be asking. Y'all
Hey,
gonna be asking Carter
yo.
Minshew to come.
This dude's a machine gun.
Kelly.
He's firing them off.
Hey, yo.
That's it.
So on that note,
Jack, you off today?
fellas,
Yeah.
we done reached that god
Yeah.
damn hour and a half minute mark in this motherfucking Friday lunch box. You already know we appreciate everybody who came through the smoke with the gang, man. Matter of fact, El Residente, would you like to give a brief recap of your week or weekend?
Oh man, shoot. Yeah, man, Asheville was dope, man. Went to celebrate our anniversary week, man. 18 years married, 20
Ooh,
years together.
beautiful.
Shout out to the
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I just want to start off by saying shout out to my beautiful wife, Latoya.
Absolutely.
The best part of me.
Hmm.
It's always good to get away and just reflect and kick it. Went to a different city that we hadn't spent a whole lot of time in. Went around, checked out like mad food. We ate so much food. Um, just really good. Last night at a place called Curate, which is a Spanish themed tapas restaurant. Um,
Hmm.
we literally just told the waiter, yeah, and we just ate everything that he gave us, and it was good. Wasn't the best in the world, but everything else was really good. And then we were about to leave, and they had found out it was our anniversary because I did it when I did the booking, and they brought us out a free cheesecake, but it wasn't like a little lame cheesecake. It was like a really good cheesecake. It was freaking delicious. I wanted to pay them for the cheesecake,
Word.
but I'd already
Had that
tipped and
strawberry
stuff.
on it.
So no, it was good. Strawberries were on the side. They were so good.
Oh, strawberries
But
on the
yeah,
side
that
is
was dope.
crazy.
We went to a Asheville first game on a league team. That was cool. Very enjoyable experience. We did shoot. We walked around a lot. I got what's the thing called? Lobster rolls at like 10 o'clock at night. While otherly wisely possessed for
Mm.
but I made it back, so I was really happy about that. Um, Yeah, that was it. It was a vibe, man. It was a vibe. Don't know what we're gonna do for year 19/21 yet, but try to let y'all know. But yeah, I just said, shout out to Love, shout out to Pursuit of Forever. It really is a lifestyle for us, not just a podcast. So, again, shout out to my wife for putting up with me for 20 years and making me the best version of myself. Fellas, the best thing you can do
Hey,
for your mindset and for your glow up is to find a good woman that believes in you. You're one of those, you can't
Mm.
fail. Promise.
I agree. I agree.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. So yeah, fellas, man, definitely shout out to the Pursuit of Forever. When is the next pod coming up?
Wednesday, this Wednesday, trust and transparency in a relationship. That's this week's pod. So tune in 1 o'clock Wednesday. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, X,
X,
Twitch, to the forever.
big
Definitely shout
Twitter.
out to the Pursuit of Forever, man. Trust and transparency. This coming Wednesday. Definitely make sure y'all check that shit out, man. And you already know I have my dog Ringo Mandingo live on the 2K
Come on,
as we speak. You
come on,
already
come
know
on,
Cat
man. Come
Radical
on,
Jack
man.
Cactus Jack. You know what I'm saying? And my dog, the Lethal Bag, Bleed Blue for the shoe. Nap Nation, what it do, my jaw? Jay Lethal representing live in the motherfucking building, man. You can catch the Hotbox every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. You can catch us again potentially tonight for the Friday Smoke
Ralph.
Fest. I
Oh,
have been Styrofoam Ralph. You already know, man. Catch us again 7 o'clock tonight, same time, same place. We're rolling the windows down. We're letting the smoke out. But above all else, fuck
fuck
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
fuck Indianapolis. Oh, yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Damn.
See, he really did. He really disrespected, and I fuck with the
Damn.
Eagles. That's what's crazy. I fuck with the Eagles, and he being disrespectful. So it's just like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Damn.
It's like it's a short beef, like Danny Green. Don't worry.
Damn. Hey, shout out to Mohawk Danny Green though. Shout out to Mohawk Danny Green. So
All
yeah,
right, y'all.
catch us tonight, man. Smoke with us next time.